So I've just arrived in Melbourne off the train, up at 6 a.m. this morning to get up here for the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League Finals. Just about to catch a train down to O'Brien Icehouse to check out what's happening there, grab a coffee. It's a big day for the league, obviously the finals, but there's all 6 teams here. So even though the Melbourne Ducks not coming into the competition till next season, they will have the opportunity to play 2 games this weekend against the Sydney Sirens, who didn't make it into the finals this season, but they are here as well. So 2 exhibition games for the Sydney Sirens as well. I'm commentating 4 games, so I'm excited about that as well, and looking forward to it. So I'll jump on the tram now, head down there, have a coffee, catch up with some people, and hopefully get some cool footage.
When you reach the Docklands, check out the Melbourne Ice Store, a cool little hockey shop that sells Australian Ice Hockey League merchandise as well as an array of NHL stuff. Pop in, say hello and check it out.
Just outside the front of the Melbourne Ice Shop, as you can see behind me. It's a really cool shop. I hope we find more of these in and around Docklands or around Melbourne. Just a hockey specific shop that sells Australian Ice Hockey League merch, NHL merch as well. So it'd be really cool if we had these sort of shops just hovering around Melbourne or different cities in Australia. That's the dream, where they sell Australian Ice Hockey League merch, Australian Women's Ice Hockey League merch, NHL stuff, hockey stuff. It'd be really cool. But if you're in Docklands, go down and check it out.
As soon as I stepped into the ice house, you could just sense that it was finals fever. I had that smell in the air. After checking out the tunnel, I headed upstairs to the commentary position, where I called my first game of the day between the Sydney Sirens and the Melbourne Ducks. It was Sydney Sirens captain and star Sarah Edney with one of the goals of the season to give the Sirens a 4-3 win. After the game, I decided to head back down to ringside, where Skaters Network Australia had set up an awesome media area, and AWIHL Commissioner Michaela Fallows was doing an interview. After checking out the media area, going back down to the tunnel, the Brisbane Lightning and the Adelaide Rush were getting ready for their big semi-final clash. You could feel the tension in the air as the Adelaide Rush, who finished on top and were the best team all season, would battle the Brisbane Lightning, who finished in 4th. Now it was time for me to head back upstairs to call this epic semi-final clash. In what were emotional scenes in the tunnel after the game, it was the Brisbane Lightning who advanced to the gold medal game off the back of Imogen Perry stopping 59 of 60 shots to defeat the Adelaide Rush 2-1.
Just recently finished commentating my second game so far today. Epic contest between the Lightning and the Adelaide Rush, and the Brisbane Lightning coming out on top in overtime. A penalty shot for Shanita Crompton. They get the 2-1 win. The crowd was electric. The hockey was awesome. Round 3 overtime, you can't beat it. So it's a great start to the weekend. The final series are now right behind us. The Melbourne Ice and Perth Inferno. They're playing off to meet the Brisbane Lightning in the gold medal game tomorrow.
As the crowds continued to fill in, it was time for me to pass the microphone to Todd Morris, who would call the second semi-final between the Perth Inferno and the Melbourne Ice. It was 2nd v 3 on the standings, and a rivalry that's continued to build year after year, a return of the gold medal game from the 2023-2024 season. It was going to be electric hockey, and that's what it delivered. Olivia Del Basso got the game going for the Perth Inferno, scoring the opening goal of the contest. Then it was all the Melbourne Ice, Davis Tope, Cochrane and Julian all hitting the back of the net. Coming up big in the big moments, and 3 power play goals later, it was the Melbourne Ice with a 3-1 win, returning to the gold medal game to face the Brisbane Lightning.
So that is day 1 of the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League done and dusted. Tomorrow at the gold medal, it's the Brisbane Lightning and the Melbourne Ice. The Melbourne Ice defeat the Perth Inferno 3-1. So the gold medal game, Brisbane Lightning v the Melbourne Ice, and the Adelaide Rush and the Perth Inferno for the bronze. Been an awesome day, big crowd, hopefully a bigger one tomorrow. It is about just after 7:30 a.m. I'm about to jump on the train, head back up to Melbourne for day 2 of the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League Finals. Day 1 was sick. The script was flipped. The Lightning, as they snuck into 4th place for the finals, they end up winning the semi-final, getting into the gold medal game, and they will face the Melbourne Ice, who are looking to go back-to-back. So it should be a massive, massive day. Got the exhibition game with the Ducks and the Sirens, and then the bronze medal game between the Adelaide Rush and the Perth Inferno. So about to jump on the train, head up to Melbourne, check it all out, have a blast, and I'll bring you all the action.
There's a different vibe with Medal Day. There's a sense of occasion. You walk into the rink and you can feel the atmosphere building and building as the crowds rolled in. I got to the rink late. I didn't realise the Sirens and the Ducks were starting early. I took as much footage as I could. It was an awesome game as the Ducks finished their exhibition campaign for the 2024-2025 season. And then it was time for me to head back upstairs, join Todd Morris to call the bronze and the gold medal games. As the players started to arrive, the sense of occasion got bigger and bigger. It was all or nothing. You win now, you get a medal. You lose, you go home empty-handed. It's the bronze medal game, Perth v Adelaide. The vibes are high in the tunnel after the game as the Perth Inferno picked up the bronze medal in a game that was one for the ages. Leading 3-0, the Adelaide Rush, pulling the goalie, fought back to get within 1 goal late in the game, but the Perth Inferno held on to head back west with that bronze medal in their pocket. Could Matt Meyer rally his troops, and would the Brisbane Lightning continue to surge off the back of Lindsay Clinic to pull off an unlikely victory in the gold medal match against defending champions Melbourne Ice? It was time for me to head back upstairs, join Todd Morris, and call the biggest game of the season. Off the back of 2 goals and a star-studded performance from Christina Julienne, it was the Melbourne Ice who came out on top 4-1 and clinched their 9th title in 20 years. It was then party time for the Melbourne Ice, who have become a dominant force in the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League, and under new head coach Curtis Kluster, 2nd year in, have become the team to beat and a destination club for many imports and local players. So I've just left the rink. Day 2 of the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League Finals is wrapped up. The Melbourne Ice, they go back-to-back. They win it 4-1 over the Brisbane Lightning, who won the semi-final yesterday. The bronze medal game today went down to the wire. It was a 3-2 win for the Perth Inferno over the Adelaide Rush, so they take out the bronze. And the Melbourne Ice, they go back-to-back for the 2nd time under Curtis Kluster as well. So head coach Curtis Kluster, he wins it once again and
becoming a little bit of a mini dynasty, but an awesome weekend at packed crowd today, and it just showcases what women's hockey can do here in Australia and women's sport as well, especially after the week that we've had with some ridiculous comments in the media about women's sport. So a great weekend. If you like this sort of content, please like and subscribe to the channel and let me know what you think.